Visibility isn't about showing more of you. It's about showing more of the problem you solve. Most entrepreneurs think visibility means talking about themselves more, but real visibility, the kind that makes clients chase you, comes when you make people feel seen, when they see their pain in your content, when they hear their thoughts in your story, when they believe, "You understand me better than I understand myself." That's when you become magnetic. That's when they stop scrolling. That's when they stop comparing, because they finally feel understood. Here's the identity shift. If your business isn't getting seen, it's because your message isn't making people feel seen. You don't need to post more. You need to communicate clearer. You don't need to go viral. You need to go deeper. Visibility is not about you being famous. It's about your problem being unforgettable. Visibility isn't about showing more of you. It's about showing more of the problem you solve. That one shift can change your entire business, because let's be honest, most entrepreneurs think they have a content problem. They think if they just posted more, edited better, spoke louder, danced harder, that they'd finally get seen, that they'd finally be taken seriously, that the right people would finally show up. But what if I told you, visibility isn't about being louder, it's about being clearer. Clear on the problem you solve, and clear on who you solve it for. Clear on how to communicate that before someone scrolls away. The reason most great business owners stay hidden is because their content is built to showcase themselves, not to showcase the solution. They're trying to build a personal brand without first clarifying the business problem their visibility should be solving. So what ends up happening? They become entertaining, but not trusted. They become liked, but not booked. They become seen, but not known. And deep down, they start to resent visibility altogether, because it feels like a performance, not a pipeline. But the people you admire, the ones you see dominating their niche online, they've mastered one thing most haven't. They don't just show up to be seen, they show up to solve. And every piece of content they create makes that clear. That's why the visibility shift we're about to make together isn't just about posting more, it's about communicating in a way that turns attention into action and trust into transformation. Now that you know visibility isn't about showing more of you, but showing more of the problem you solve, let's make it practical. Let me introduce you to something I call the Visibility Loop TM. This is the system used by the most magnetic business owners online, the ones whose videos feel like they're speaking directly to you, the ones who attract qualified clients without chasing, and once you understand it, you'll never post the same way again. Here's the loop. 1. You communicate the problem. 2. You build instant trust. 3. You make it easy to say yes. Let's break that down. 1. Communicate the problem. This is where most people go wrong. They post to show off what they know, but forget that people don't buy information. They buy solutions. So instead of saying, "Here's what I do," say, "Here's what most people are struggling with, and here's why." When your content opens with the real pain your client is facing, their brain lights up. They lean in. They think, "How did they know that about me?" And just like that, you've earned the one thing money can't buy: attention. 2. Build instant trust. Now that they're listening, this is where you build a bridge. Most people try to position themselves as an expert, but the truth is, people don't want to be impressed. They want to be understood. Tell a short story, reveal a belief, give them one breakthrough thought that feels like a mirror, not a pitch. Because when you help people make sense of their own life, they start to trust you with their business. 3. Make it easy to say yes. Most entrepreneurs teach, then hope. They drop value, then disappear. They say, "Here's a tip," and hope someone reaches out. But the most magnetic creators, they end with clarity. They say things like, Want help implementing this? Click the link. If this resonated, DM me the word visible. Join the 21-day challenge and let's build this together. Not pushy, not salesy, just clear. And when you're clear, you become easy to hire. So let me recap. The Visibility Loop TM isn't about content. It's about communication. Show the problem, build trust. Make it easy to say yes. Do that in every video, and your business will never be invisible again. Let me say this slowly. You are not invisible because you're not talented. You're invisible because you're not strategic. And that ends today, because once you start communicating the real problem you solve and showing up with clarity, confidence, and consistency, you become unmissable. Not because you're louder, but because your message finally hits. Think about it. Most people are scrolling through noise, but your future clients are scrolling through problems they don't know how to solve. When your content speaks to that problem directly, they stop scrolling, they binge watch your channel, they check your website, they ask about your offer. Why? Because you're not just posting anymore. You're building the kind of visibility that converts. This isn't about being everywhere. It's about being unforgettable. Your job isn't to chase attention. Your job is to build systems that earn it. This is how the top 1% of business owners think. They don't just show up online. They build visibility engines that do the talking and the selling for them. If you're tired of feeling like the best kept secret, if you know your message is powerful but it's not reaching the right people, then this is your moment. Join the 21-day visibility challenge and let's build your visibility engine together. In just 3 minutes a day, we'll help you clarify your message, build trust with your audience, turn your videos into client magnets. You don't need more potential, you need more visibility. Click the link in the pinned comment below and let's start today.